Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast, man. Oh, this is a podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about this, a little bit about that. Now we're talking about managing your performance as an entrepreneur, man. You guys should be ready to take some notes. Hopefully you guys been enjoying the new episodes, the background. We're just trying to change it up here and there and here. What you guys been up to, man? Y'all been chilling? Y'all been grinding? Y'all been working on y'all goals? Y'all been locked in on your dreams? I mean, what's been the word, man? What's the word what's the word? Today, before we get into this topic, man, I love to talk about expectations for yourself. Like, what is your personal expectations for yourself, man? I want you guys to ask yourself, like, what is it that you expect from yourself? What is it that you personally expect for yourself? The problem is, I think we tend to lowball our expectations for ourselves. And when that happens is we sit back and we like, well, I thought I can do it, but then you like, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or not that you couldn't do it, you just didn't execute. So what is your expectations of yourself? That's why I said this is a good episode, because we're going to be talking about managing your performance as an entrepreneur, because we all should have some kind of expectations and some kind of performance that we holding ourselves accountable to. So every single day we wake up, I really want you guys to be locked into, like, what is your expectation? What is your mindset? What is your goals? What are you doing every day? Like, I really want you to know, like, your performance, 1 through 10. Did you give it your all? Did you give it part-time? Did you give it a little bit? Did you just barely give enough to get the success that you're looking for? I mean, these are expectations when it comes to your performance. You got to really ask yourself, because I think a lot of times we don't go all out because we so familiar with being comfortable. We so familiar with having some kind of comfortability, and when we don't go all out, that kills our creativity, man. That kills our spark. That kills our drive. That kills our will to win. So today, as we go into managing your performance as an entrepreneur, I really want you guys to be locked in to the different things that you guys can do, and to have some kind of expectations for yourself, man. Because let me tell you something. The most difficult part is giving yourself some kind of line to reach. Because let me tell you, it's funny though that you can go work for somebody and they expect more out of you than you expect out of yourself. So imagine working for yourself. Are you expecting more out of yourself than you expect from yourself? That's something for you really to think about. So when we talk about managing your personal performance as an entrepreneur, you need to draw some kind of line in the sand, look at some kind of direction that you want to go, and then tell yourself, like, okay, this is what I got to do. This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to position myself. I'm going to move this way, but I'm also going to move this way. I mean, we have to set some kind of finish line, some kind of expectations for ourselves. So, get your pen and papers out if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, or if you're listening to this on Spotify, or if you're at my website, WhyNowIsYourTime, listening to it. I hope you guys are here, download it, listen to it in your car, and you guys will be ready to take action, man. You guys will be ready to get your life to the next level, man, because let me tell you something. Every day you wake up, if you're trying to be a full-time entrepreneur, there must be some expectations you set for yourself. It must be some performances, goals that you got to set for yourself. I don't care if it's physical, mental. These are things that you must set for yourself to get to the next level, okay? So, first thing we're going to talk about when we tapping into this right now, we want to talk about setting milestones, okay? Setting milestones. One of my milestones that I set was trying to finish that book, and it got done. Another milestone I'm setting right now is losing weight, trying to get down another 20 pounds. Not a big guy, but it's a certain look and a certain thing that you want to carry yourself. So a certain way you want to carry yourself, a certain way you want to look. So you have to set milestones for yourself. And I want you guys to start writing down right now, like, what milestones do you want to set for yourself? All right. You want to review those milestones. This is the part where it can get a little tricky, because reviewing is reverse engineering, all right, which is start with the end in mind, all right? So, for instance, say in 30 days you want to lose 30 pounds. Some questions you got to ask yourself. How many calories are you burning? How often are you working out? What are you eating every day? How much water are you drinking? Like, these are expectations that you must set for yourself. All right. Same with entrepreneurship. If you're trying to create content, you got to say, what content are you releasing today? How are you trying to reach the people? What's your marketing look like? How are you engaging with your audience? How are you replying to email? How are you sending out email? There's a lot of different factors that comes to entrepreneurship, engaging your performance. But most important is you reverse engineering the whole thing. I'm talking about reverse engineering it. So, some people say, man, it's hard to reverse engineer if you really don't know where you're going. You probably don't know where you're going, but you know the direction you're going. At least you should be going towards some direction if you don't know the exact direction. So I kind of want you guys to be writing down right now, like, what is that direction I want to go with my life as an entrepreneur? What is that business ideal that I want to invest into? What is that that person that I want to be connected to? Like, what is that thing? When you see that and you start to write this stuff down and start to review it and start setting milestones, like, okay, if I can lose 1 pound, I can lose 30. Okay, if I can make one video, I can make 5. If I can make one webinar, I can do one every week. These are the goals and the mindset you guys need to be positioning yourself for and navigating when it comes to managing your performance. We all have a performance. We all have things that we're trying to do every single day. It's goal setting, is getting yourself, to the next level, is achieving greatness when nobody's telling you what to do. Is you lining it up and telling yourself, man, look, self, this is what we got to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is the play we're going to run. This is how we're going to run that play. And then let everything take its course, all right? So setting those milestones, that is very important that you guys set those milestones. So as we go into setting your milestones, I also want you guys to discuss the improvements you can make, all right, as you are setting these milestones. Well, so what are some of those improvements, all right? You might not be good at everything you start, so that means that you can work on improving these things so you can get to the place where you're trying to go as an entrepreneur. Because let me tell you something. So many people I hear say, man, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know where to get started. First of all, have you set goals for yourself? Second of all, have you reverse engineered your thinking? Got you a mentor? These are the things you need to be writing down, strategizing, visualizing, becoming a student of, and then letting everything else take its course. The problem is too many people is wanting to be an entrepreneur, striving to be an entrepreneur, but they sitting back wondering, like, why haven't I got the results that I'm looking for? It's because you are not managing your performance. You are not putting yourself in the winning position on a daily basis. You have to ask yourself, how am I going to win? Period. And how I'm going to win and how I'm going to get there and what's going to separate me from the next person. Once you realize that, everything else will start to take its course. Everything else will start to get in position. Then you say, okay, I'm reviewing my goals. I'm setting out a guideline. I'm setting out my own expectations. Now I'm starting to push to the next level so that I can get the results that I'm looking for. It's sad, but it's true. Because so many people is sitting down talking about, okay, I want to be successful, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. It's like you sitting there babying yourself instead of setting those milestones, setting those goals, being totally relentless at it, and not letting nobody stop you from achieving that thing that you want to achieve, man. And I'm every time we're on this podcast, Why Now Is Your Time, we're going to be discussing why life, brand, legacy, man. I want you to pound this in your mind every time we're on this podcast. Am I designing the life I want? Am I creating the brand I deserve? And am I leaving my legacy from years to come with my own information and products, man? This content is just a catalog of content I'm creating. So I got a catalog of podcasts, a catalog of conversations, a catalog of reels. These are just information that we are pushing to the next level. So, man, listen, I'm telling you guys right now, review, set the milestone, attack. It's simple, man. And then once that happens, everything else will start to take its course and go to the next level. So that's level 1 right there. Level 1 is setting that milestone, okay? Level 2 is planning, all right? Planning, discussing your goals and understanding that the goals that you want to do, that you are planning it out, all right? Listen, in order to run 3 miles, you got to start with the first step. So it's like, you know the distance that you want to go. You know the goal that you want to complete. But once you complete that goal, what is the next move that you're going to do? I need you guys to plan, again, set your goals, all right? And then agree with yourself on the things that you want to do. You have to agree with yourself. Like, you like, okay, now let me give you a quick example, all right? So one of my goals was to just start recording video, okay? This was years ago when I first started on YouTube. I was like, man, I'm gonna start recording videos. I'm gonna start doing seasons. I mean, I did a whole season of just acronyms. I think I did 20 acronyms. I did a whole 2 seasons of acronyms. And I did a whole season of me running around town making different videos. Like, I set a goal, I discussed the goal, I planned out the goals, and I started pointing out locations that I can get my message and I can start speaking on. All right. That was important because I set that milestone and then I started planning. All right. The problem is, too many times you guys do not plan your goals. You do not plan your goals. All you do is just set a goal, but you don't lay out how exactly you're going to get there. To me, that's automatically failure. That's automatically that you're going to fail because you need to plan that goal out step by step, guide by guide, and make it happen, man. Listen, every obstacle is a stepping stone for you to step higher. When you develop that mindset, I promise you, your life, your brand, your legacy will go to the next level, all right? You must develop the mindset of, it's okay if I don't win today, okay? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not winning every day. But what I'm not okay with is giving up because I don't win, okay? So many people just give up like, oh, it ain't happening in 2 months. Oh, I set this goal, I just give up. No, learn how to adjust, all right? Adjust your goals. All right. Maybe there was a step you missed to not complete that goal. So you guys gotta learn how to adjust. It's not really hard to do when you really lock into your dreams and your goals. You say, okay, I want to complete this, but I'm going to adjust to get to this. Then things will start to move in a different direction. But it must be locked in, doing the things you need to do, and telling yourself that, listen, man, you will complete the goals that you're trying to do. So I'm big on when I'm managing my performance and my goals as an entrepreneur. I'm big on like looking at them and saying, okay, I completed that, but since I completed that, maybe I can do something else right here to add to what I completed. Now you'll start to see like, okay, now let me see exactly how I'm doing this. All right, because then once you get good at something, it's easier to be like, oh yeah, I'm good at this, so it becomes easier. The more you do it, repetition is the mother of all learning. I repeat, repetition is the mother of all learning. The more reps you do, the more things that you understand that you need to do, life, everything you're trying to do becomes simple. I repeat, repetition is the mother of all learning. All right. When you know that and you see that and you visualize that, I promise you, everything you're trying to ever achieve, it will happen. All right. So now that you're in this phase of planning, you got to ask yourself, like, okay, how much time do I have to really dedicate to these goals that I have planned? How much time do I have to really get on my grind and do the things I need to do? Then how much time have you been wasting in the past and you have not completed your goals? How much time in the past have you wasted? You know, so many people go straight home from work, go straight home from the office, and guess what they do? They watch TV. They are wasting time. Listen, you're watching millionaires. You're watching millionaires already, all right? And you sitting there not becoming a millionaire, but you spending time watching millionaires. You got to get locked in, man. I'm not saying don't enjoy television. I would never tell you that. I'm saying get so locked in that everything you do is about your business, your purpose, and the things that you want to do. Of course, you want to take vacation. You want to take time off. You want to do these things, but I'm telling you, when you are planning your goals, because it's going to help you get to your peak performance. People say, oh man, how do basketball players work out twice a day? They eat healthy. Same with boxers. They go to the gym in the morning, they eat healthy, and they go back in the evening, and they just constantly fighting, winning, practicing, fighting, winning. I mean, these are the things you got to ask yourself, man. In order to be great, it must be a sacrifice that is made. What sacrifices are you making whenever you writing out your plan goals? So many people write out goals but don't want to add in the sacrifice. The sacrifice is the thing that's going to get you to where you're trying to go. What sacrifices are you willing to make when it comes to planning out your goals? I just don't understand why so many people look back and say, man, you know what? It's been difficult. I haven't really made a big sacrifice. I've really been playing with my time. I've really been playing my energy. I really haven't been around the right people. You know, I planned success, but I haven't executed. Why haven't I executed the plan? Why haven't I reverse engineered it? What is I'm doing? I mean, I hear so many people, and I'll tell you, write this down. Excuses are reasons for being useless. If you want to continue to be useless, keep giving me and the world the same damn excuses, man. Listen, stop having excuses. I wrote this down earlier. And earlier this said, let me see. I wrote this down. And over here, I'll go right here. It said, your enemies to your past. Your enemies to your past. All right? Hear me when I tell you this. You got to hear me loud and clear. Your enemies to your past is that excuse for your future. Your enemies to your past is that excuse for your future. What that means is basically that you're giving you letting your excuses become your enemies on why you can't achieve your goals. And why would you even want to waste that time? Why would you want to waste that energy? And why would you want to not get the results that you are looking for when it comes to you being the best version of yourself? So that's the crazy part. That's the part that I look back and say, man, have I gave myself a lot of excuses of why I have not achieved my goals? And what am I really afraid of? Am I afraid of the fear of not completing or the fear of what people might think? These are things I ask myself, and these are questions you might ask yourself, like, why haven't you achieved your goals? Why haven't you peaked at your highest performance? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the person 70, 80, 90, 60, whatever, saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, don't got time, don't got money, don't got energy, don't got good health. Why would you want to be that person talking like that when you can take action today, make it happen, Captain, and then everything else can fall in place? I'm just asking you a question. So many of you guys have great ideals, but you're not at your highest performance. You're not peaking at your highest performance because you're wasting time and energy on things that do not matter. I'm going to repeat again. I need you guys to know this. Proper planning. Proper planning. Proper planning. Keep telling yourself that, okay? Now, the thing is, once you have planned your goals, the next step is, what are you going to do to monitor your action on a daily basis? What this means is, are you going to have an accountability partner that's going to help you hold yourself, your goals, your opportunities accountable? This is just a question I'm asking you, though. It's not a hard question. To me, it's pretty easy. What are you going to ask yourself on a daily basis? And when you ask yourself this question, do you have somebody holding you accountable? Are you monitoring your actions? Do you have somebody saying, did you do this today? Did you do this week? Or are you just trying to go 100% entrepreneurship by yourself? TEAM, together everyone achieves more. Team. Accountability partner. Mentor. Your best investment is in yourself. I can repeat this stuff over and over and over. I want to pound this into your head so you can get it. That the first thing was you reviewing. The second thing is planning. The third thing is monitoring your actions. What are you doing every single day? All right, you're gonna review where you're going. Then you're going to plan how you're going to get there. Then you're going to monitor your action. You're going to sit there and monitor your actions every single day. Every minute you wake up, you're going to monitor your action. And once you monitor your action, then you're going to have somebody who monitor it with you to hold you accountable. Your accountability is going to be the key to your next level of success. Your accountability is going to be the key to your next level of success. I don't know how many times I got to say that. I don't know how many times I want to say it. But I'm telling you, man, you need that mentor. Your best investment is going to be in yourself. If you want to have peak to your highest performance as an entrepreneur, you need that mentor. You need that accountability partner. You need that person that's going to speak into your life. That person is going to help you take your life, your brand, your legacy to the next level. That's why we created Why Now Is Your Time. Design your life, create your brand, leave your legacy. We created it to to push you, your brand, and whatever you got to the next level, so you have something to hold on to and say, man, I'm so locked into this that success is taking me above and beyond the next level, man. And I really want everybody to write down their goals. I really want everybody to have the highest level of performance. But the only way you gonna get there is you got to start executing. You got to start setting that milestone. You got to start planning out your work every single day. You got to start positioning yourself to profit. You got to help yourself get to a whole nother planet, a whole nother level. You can't have no excuses, man. You got to be locked in. You got to say, man, I'm so locked in, I don't know what to do or say. But you gonna be your greatest enemy, man. I can't say that enough. You will be your greatest enemy. But your excuse in your past is what's holding you back from completing your goals, man. It's so crazy though. It's like, man, why would I waste another second, waste another minute around people, places, and things that can't get me the results that I'm looking for? Why? If your why not making you cry, you don't want it bad enough. I'm gonna speak this into your soul, speak this into your existence, because I want to see you peak at the highest level of success. I want to see you go to the next level financially. I want to see you go to the next level spiritually, the next level physically. I want to see you go. I want to see your mindset shift to another level. I want to see your attitude go above and beyond measure. Because if you can do it, by you doing it, it's going to help other people do it. There's people who's waiting on you to get the success so that they can get the momentum off your success. You can pull them up. By you not taking action, you are stopping other people's blessings. Now imagine if God assigned 1,000 people to you, and those 1,000 people cannot move because you haven't moved. It's because you supposed to be peaking at your highest performance, but you're not. Because you letting people speak into your life. You letting people speak into your situation. You letting people determine the things that you and the direction you should go, because you are so afraid to tap into your highest performance. You don't understand how to manage it. You just feel like I just gonna do anything instead of having a strategic plan that's going to help you get to the next level. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. I repeat, nobody said it's going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, man. And then once you do that, the next step is it's all about taking action. When I say take action, I'm talking about you got to run like the road runner. I'm talking about agreeing on your goals and saying no matter what, you're going to get it done. I'm talking about excuses is for the useless, not having no excuses, man. I'm talking about getting so locked in that, man, when people see you, they know your mission, your plan, and your goal. It's no excuses when they see you. They don't have to ask me, man, what you doing these days, man. I'm a content creator. I create content every single day. That's what I do. Whether it's podcasts, whether it's reels, whether it's conversations with me, whether it's me interviewing people, whether it's me and my wife on our podcast, we are creating content every single day, man. Content, man. I'm a content creator that's creating millions of dollars. That's what we speaking every single day. And then we help other people get to the level they want to get to, because now they want to build a brand. We already built our brand. Now we helping them build their brand. Now they want to do a reel. We helping them, teaching them how to do reels and how to put their message out there. This question you just got to ask yourself, man. The reason why you're not performing at your highest level, probably because you stopped believing in yourself years ago. Probably because you never took the time to say that, man, I'm about to go get it. Probably because somebody around you is telling you you really can't get it done because they haven't got it done, because they put their beliefs on you. You need to write the plan out. The Bible says write the vision down and make it plain. It didn't say just write it down. It said make it simple and plain. I just said planning, review, monitoring, seeing where you're going, executing every single day, taking action, running like the road runner, not letting nobody or nothing stop your dreams. You are the only person that can stop you from getting to where you're trying to go. But the question you got to ask yourself on a daily basis, why are you not at that place? There are several reasons and several factors. It's because your environment is, I already know, is one. Your environment and what you listening to. Whether you listening to yourself, because self-doubt can step in easily. Or rather, you are listening to other people around you. The people that have no vision, the people that don't see your vision, the people that will deter you from your dreams because they can't get to their dreams. You can't get to your highest performance level because the people you're around are at their lowest performance level. I'm going to repeat that. You can't get to your highest performance level in life as an entrepreneur, as a person, as an individual, as a grinder, somebody who hustling every single day, is because the people you are around are at their lowest performance level. And I'm going to tell you something, crabs in the bucket going to try to pull you down. These people don't want to see you get to the next level. These people don't want to see you prosper. They don't want to see you be grind. They don't want to see you winning more than them. As long as y'all looking like y'all equal, they cool with that. It's cool when they do it. But when I do it, listen what I'm telling you, man. Listen. People will smile in your face and talk behind your back every single day. But I refuse to let their expectations be my reality. Ooh, man. I refuse to let their expectations of me to be my reality, man. And when you get locked into that, ain't nobody can stop you. I'm going to speak on that. I'm going to tell you this. Ain't nobody or nothing can stop you from doing the things that you desire to do when you get locked into that. I'm telling you right now. Don't let people tell you, man, you know, it's hard out here. Okay. I'm glad it's hard for you. Don't mean it's going to be hard for me. I'm glad you thinking negative. But I'm thinking positive. I'm glad that you stuck in that bucket with those crabs. But I'm out the bucket. I'm glad that you around people who speaking negative to your life. But I'm around people who speaking positive into my life. These are the things that you must be locked in and focused on. These are the things that's helping you get to the next level, to get to your highest performance level. Nothing or no one can stop you. How bad do you want it, man? Lay it out. Go get it, manage it, know it. Don't let them stop you. They run in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, stop running your mouth and run up your check. You know what I'm saying? Running your mouth ain't helping you get to where you trying to go, man. A pair of lips can tell me everything, can tell me anything, but a pair of lips can't tell me the right things unless I believe in me. I'm not gonna let your expectations on my life dictate my future. And when you understand that, everything will change for you as an individual. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. So, that's some things I want you guys to think about. I want you to think about, first thing is the impact. The impact if you get your performance get to the next level, the impact you will have on people's lives. Because the minute you start having impact on their lives, your income will go up. especially when you learn how to create a message and monetize it. But you gotta tell yourself every day you get up, I am built for greatness. I'm not gonna let the haters stop me. And I'm gonna continue to do what I do on a daily basis. And I'll tell you guys this, because the journey is always lonely. But the grind is so worth it, man. The grind is so worth it. I promise you the grind is worth it. The grind is worth it. I repeat, the grind is worth it. The grind is worth it. The grind is worth it, man. But see, the problem is you're trying to get to the highest performance of your life, but people stopping you. And you allowing them to stop you because you're allowing them to speak into your life. Every voice that you hear might not be the right voice you need to hear. So with that being said, you gotta transition and say that, man, is the people that's around me, are they speaking into my life? Positive energy? Or are they speaking against my life? And 9 out of 10 times, it's gonna be family members. It's bad news bears, baby. I'm just being honest. It's gonna be family members, man. It's your family members. They don't see the vision because they so locked in into the slave mentality. They so locked in into working for somebody else. They so locked in into, it's easy to go talk to somebody. Oh yeah, we had a good time this weekend. That's so easy to do, to talk to people who at that boring ass stage of their life. When they do the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I call that insanity. These they crazy, man. I promise you they crazy. So I laughed because I remember people telling me, man, I wouldn't do that if I was you. That entrepreneur thing, that's hard. Man, I don't know about that. Man, everybody who do that entrepreneur thing, man, they don't make it, man. Boy, you've been going that job for 40 years and you still ain't made it. So why would I want to listen to you, your energy, listen to the things you're telling me for me to be like, oh yeah, you right, man. I should just give up on my dreams. Where you working? I should go work with you for 40 years. No. The 40 over 40 rule. People working 40 hours a week for 40 years and can't receive 40% of the income that they put in. And I'm trying to live at my highest peak performance. I'm trying to go for all my goals, all my dreams. I'm trying to push forward. And you want to put this nonsense on my mind and my mental? I can't hear you, man. I'm trying to reach new heights. Everybody come to the altar and say this. I'm trying to reach new heights. Say, ain't nobody gonna stop my goals but me. I'm trying to reach new heights. Ain't nobody gonna stop my goals but me. When you know and understand that, man, I promise you, new levels, ain't no devil can stop these new levels of blessings, man. People might run their mouth, but I'm running my business because I'm not listening to nothing that they saying. Nothing. The next point is this. Is time. Let's talk about it. Time. People will try to push you to go harder because they will try to convince you that you're running out of time because they ran out of time. So you got to move on your own pace and your own level. The minute I stop trying to impress people and started to try to impress up on them, That's when the game changed. That might be too deep for some of y'all. I stopped trying to impress people, but started to impress up on them. The game changed. So I started moving in my direction at my pace because I was no longer thinking about impressing people. All I wanted to do was impress up on them that if a guy like me can do it, a guy like you can do it. Versus let me impress you to show you who I am. It's a different mindset. It's a different attitude. Now I'm able to perform at my highest level at whatever I do because I realize it's me versus me. People gonna try to run. People gonna run their mouth, run their mindset, tell you what you think you should do. I'm gonna tell you, man, move on, move around. I'm gonna do me, and I'm not gonna let you stop my grind or my momentum at my pace. People trying to rush you because they feel like they ran out of time. So they trying to tell you, you need to go do it at this right here. So then now you start to listen to ideas that they giving you that's bad ideas that they already tried to use. It's unproven systems they trying to give you. That shit crazy. So I started listening to people who have proven systems that can get me to the next pathway. But I hear some of you saying, you know what? How you gonna do that, man? I don't know nobody. Good. You don't know nobody. Guess who you know? You know me now. Lloyd Christten Jr. I'm speaking into your life. You know me now. I'm telling you there's some things that you can start shifting to the next level. You know me now. I'm showing you how you can get on the pathway of success. You know me now. That's why we have webinars. We have training. We're trying to give you guys the information to give you transformation. Did you hear what I just said? We're trying to give you information that can give you the transformation you need to get the results you're looking for. The problem is some of you guys are still stuck on that. I don't need a mentor. I am my own mentor. I can mentor myself. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. I'm going to keep it to you 100 though. I'm not going to sit here and try to run no game. I'm not going to sit here and try to lie to you. I'm going to tell you like this, man. You need that mentor, man. You need that direction. You need that person to hold you accountable. You need that person to speak into your life. You need that person to tell you, hey, slow down to speed up. Hey, that direction, I've been there already. Don't go that way. I got another path, another way you can go to blaze that trail. The problem is this next generation, I keep hearing them, I don't need no mentor. I can figure it out on my own. Let me tell you about figuring it out on your own. You're going to try to blaze a new trail that's going to have so many road bumps that if you can't sustain the whips, you can't sustain the snakes, you can't sustain that whatever going that way that you're trying to go, you gonna give up on your dreams. But if I already went this way, and I'm telling you the path is clear because I blazed it, you just gotta not only follow me, but you gotta invest in yourself, because when you pay attention. You gotta invest in yourself to come this way, because this way is not free. Blazing your own trail is free. But there's so many bumps in the roads you're going to receive, you're going to wish you never went there. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. But you got to position yourself in your mindset. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, man. The hardest part about success is finding somebody like myself. Somebody that's going to speak into you. Somebody that's truly gonna cheer for you. Somebody who ain't asking nothing from you but to see you win. But if you think me asking you to invest in yourself is asking something, you already got the game twisted, man. Untwist the game. The next thing is this. I need you guys to understand that constructive criticism is going to be key to you guys' success. Constructive criticism. That means the criticism that help you get to the next level. Not just criticism. Constructive criticism. Let me tell you the difference. Somebody say, man, your video sucked. That's criticism. Constructive criticism is, hey man, your video, it wasn't that good, but some things I think you can add to it. And these are the 3 things I think you can add. That's constructive criticism. So as you guys going on this journey and trying to get to your highest performance, you got to ask yourself, are you ready to embrace the constructive criticism? Because the problem is you get criticized and you feel like somebody talking about you. The problem is you get criticized and you feel like, man, did they mean me harm? Or did they try to help me? Harm or help? You continue to always think about every constructive criticism in your mind. It becomes you getting criticized, but it might be constructive. So these are questions you got to sit back and ask yourself. Are you ready to get to that next level? Nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody expecting it to be hard either. What we are expecting is consistency. My wife always say consistency kills critics. So the more critics that you have, the more consistency you must have, because a dog don't bark at a parked car. The next thing is this. I want you guys to embrace different forms of motivation. I want you guys to embrace it. When I say embrace, you got to embrace the motivation. There's motivation you need in your life to get you to the next level, but you got to embrace it. You got to take it upon yourself and say, I'm going to embrace this motivation. I'm going to go to this level, and I'm going to get to the place where I desire to be. It ain't easy. Believe me, it ain't easy. Waking up, grinding, listening to the critics. But when you got the right people on your side, the right motivation, the people that's helping you get to your highest performance level, the people that's helping you become the greatest person you can become, life becomes easier though. And I tell people this all the time, life without purpose has no meaning. What that means is if you are living a purpose-driven, if you're not living a purpose-driven life, you cannot expect to live life at your highest performance. You gotta live this thing, man. You gotta believe in this thing. You gotta know that this is what it is, man. And so, I'm gonna be honest. It's a journey. And it's a lonely journey to try to get to your highest performance, because you're gonna have to put a lot of work in. You gotta do a lot of planning, a lot of monitoring, a lot of reviewing, a lot of taking action. You gotta learn how to adjust. You gotta learn how to move. It's so many different elements of this thing that can get you where you want to be at your highest performance. But you gotta be ready for everything that comes your way. Life has ups and downs and ups, and that's cool. But you gotta be in a position to do the things that you need to do. The last two things. The next thing is this. How do you rank yourself in your performance? Basically is find yourself some kind of mentor that you can either run your ideals by or you can measure yourself to. If that makes sense. Like, if you have a mentor and say, oh man, he got 10 houses, you can say, well man, maybe I need to get my first house. then you need to reach out to him and ask him, if I get my first house, can you help me get my second house? These are questions. These are questions that you got to ask yourself. These are questions that you got to ask yourself. And what's funny about this whole thing is, like, I can hear some of you guys saying, man, I don't want to reach out to people because, you know, I might not have no money to give them. You'll be surprised how many people you can connect yourself to that will let you shadow them. That will let you follow them. That will let you be around them. Now I work for you for free. I tell people that all the time. Listen, I got the studio. I got the plan. If you're willing to work for me for free, come work for me for free. Then I might give you a job. But the problem is, some of us let our, what I want to call it, we let our ego stand in the way. We was raised to man, don't do that. Man, don't ask nobody for that, man. If you can't do it yourself, you don't deserve it. That's how we was raised, which is false. If somebody got what I want and they already paid the cost, the question is, am I willing to pay the cost by asking them to shadow them for free and work for them for free? That's the question. And you might get told no 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. But your persistency is what's going to keep you in the game. You going after those goals every day. You position yourself every day. You get into the place where you want every day. There's so many things that I can unpack in this conversation, in this podcast. But I really just want to focus on you performing at your highest level. They said, Allen Iverson had a story. He said, man, at the end of the game, we said, man, we finna go to the club. They said, Kobe said, nah, man, I'm about to go shoot some more shots. So it was some people who might say, man, that's excessive. He's still playing. He just got through playing a game. But then you got some people like, man, you ain't did enough. So how much grind are you willing to do to get to that place to help you become the greatest person, the greatest whatever at what you want to do? Nobody said that you're gonna wake up and it's gonna be easy. Nobody said you might come from a family that don't understand branding, investments, entrepreneurship. You might come from that family, but there's so many mentors, books, information you can read that can propel you to the next level. If I don't tell you nothing else, I can tell you this. My whole life, I was always seeking for mentors. That's why I started reading a lot of books, because the people I knew didn't have the answers. And I was cool with them not having the answers. I was disappointed, so I had to go seek answers elsewhere. So now when I tell you, I read 900 something books, focusing on getting to 1,000 in a 25-year span. Is it worth it? So people say, so you broke so let me see, let me do the numbers on that. 25. So you about 40 books. Let me see, 10 years, 40, 400. Yeah, something like that. So you roughly 35, 40 books a year. Now, the stage I'm on now, I like to listen to a lot of audio, because audio, a lot of books, I really like reading self-help books, books about business, self-help, stuff like that. And most of those books, sometimes I hear the same information, So with the audio, I can pick apart the audio and copy what I want to add to my repertoire. So that those of you who don't want to read the book, you can just go to my webinar and join for $77 a month, and we can give you the information. But they said if you want to keep information from a black person, a black man, a black woman, they say put it in the book. I tell them, if you put it in the book and that book look good, I'm going to read that book. Because reading and understanding what you, so reading and understanding what you're reading and then implementing it. All right? You can, if you read something but you don't implement what you read, really you wasting time. So I think some of you guys need to be locked in to it. So a quick recap. 4 things to reach your highest performance. Managing your highest performance level as an entrepreneur. Number 1, review, set them milestones. Number 2, plan, which means set those goals. That means step by step. Number 3, monitor, which means monitor an accountability partner to help you get to where you're trying to go. And then the last one is action, man. That means take action. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got to go crazy. Like, you know, most people ain't going to take action. Most people are going to just sit there and be like, oh, I got time. I still got another 2 years. I'm not getting old. One thing about time is your biggest enemy, man. You don't have no time to be fooling around with your dreams. You don't have no time to not be pursuing hard as you can for your dreams. You got to go all out, all in. Don't let nothing or no one stop you. And you got to tell yourself every day, I'm built for greatness. And greatness is inside of me. And I'm not going to let you take it away. I'm not going to let nobody take it away. I'm going to do what I got to do to get where I'm trying to go as an entrepreneur. I say all that to say, like, man, embrace the opportunity for you to get to your highest level of success, the most peak performance of success, managing who you are as an individual, as a person. Embrace it and tell yourself every day, man, self, you are built for greatness. Self, you're not going to let nobody tell you what you can and what you cannot do, man. Get locked into your dreams. Get locked into your goals. And most important, tell yourself on a daily basis, I am an overcomer, I am an overachiever, and I will surround myself around greatness, man. Listen, don't forget to comment below, like this video. Hey, listen, if you got some topics you want me to talk about, I can do that too. But I got lots of topics, lots of information I'm trying to help you guys. Remember, life without purpose has no meaning. Go out and design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy through your own information and products. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.